A leader. A leader is a person who rules, guides, or inspires others for greatness. A leader could be a hero who saves the day. A leader could even be a person who travels in a new direction. Most times when people hear that word, they think about people like Malcolm X, Martin Luther King Jr., or even Barack Obama, because they followed in paths that no one else tried before, which led them to greatness. Like the old people say, leadership is when the leader always sets the trail for others to follow. As a young man, I've grown up to see who I look up to as a leader. My leaders are my grandparents. I know a lot of people question me and ask, well, why you pick them? And the reason why is because they raised me almost all my life to become greater than others. For example, if someone makes a B in my class, they strive me to make an A in my class. The band teacher told me I was okay for playing trumpet. They made me work harder to hear her say I was top 5 for our band in the whole school. My grandma, she made sure I went to church all the time. She kept me out the streets and made sure I was very nice to others. My grandpa, he woke me up for school each morning, gave me encouraging advice when I needed it, and made sure I became a well gentleman growing up as a young man. See, my grandparents, they didn't have the stuff I have now. My grandma barely had shoes to go to school with, and my grandpa didn't finish school because he had to help his family with paying the bills. My grandfather worked on the mill while my grandmother was a staff member of serving food in the cafeteria. My grandparents were so poor that they couldn't afford a wedding. They had to go to the courthouse just to get married. They raised their children in a one-room house in the country. Then, as time progressed, they made enough to live in a decent house. So as they used to tell me these sad stories, it made me want to become more successful in life. Without them, I wouldn't know how to tie my shoes, walk, talk, or even know how to use the bathroom right, and I highly appreciate it. My grandmother, she died on May 9th, 2009. She always wanted me to graduate from high school and go to college and become a successful man in life. Well, Grandma, I'm halfway done. All I have to do is just finish college and start my successful life. I appreciate all the whoopings you gave me because you showed me how much you loved me and didn't want to see me doing wrong. I knew that it was wrong to do all the things I did, taught in class, play around, and you showed me that I was wrong. And you wanted me to become a great man, which I'm trying to strive to become now. And I know now that I never would have made it without you and my grandpa. I love y'all.